morning, YouTube. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Good morning, bonjour. Welcome to my channel. And also welcome to my kitchen. Today I'll be making some soup. And the soup is gonna consist of chicken feet, cow skin, and chicken back. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how I do it my way. You know how it goes on a Saturday morning in Jamaica. You know, the soup after the pan the pot a while. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, you prepare your chicken feet. You have to cut the toes off, and there's a little part here that attached to the hair. I don't know what it's called, but I normally cut it off. Some people don't cut it off, but I cut it off. So this is how it looks. I cut off that part and then I cut the toes off. I washed with vinegar and lemon. So that's done. And with the cow skin, I'm using the burnt cow skin. So also what I do, I boil it off first. In Jamaica we call it scald off, which is the same thing. So I boil it off, scald it off, wash it off with vinegar, clean it up and cook it up and cut it up. So, and also the chicken back, same way. Clean it up, cut it up, wash it off with vinegar and lemon, and ready to go. Okay, so here I have in this bowl, I have pumpkin. You can use squash or you can use pumpkin. Back home in Jamaica we use pumpkin because we never know nothing about squash. And for me, I find the squash is a little bit too sweet. It also gives the soup a nice rich flavor, but it's a little bit too sweet. So what I do, because the cow skin is so tough, I pressure it. So I dump that in the pressure cooker, and I like to pressure my my pumpkin with my meat. Right, sometimes it gives me a problem. So now I'm catching some water on the cow skin. Okay, I think this is enough. I don't want to put too much water because I don't want the meat, the cow skin, mash out too much. More when you're drinking the soup, you still can taste the cow skin chewy. Okay, so put it in the pot, put on the pressure cooker, put it on the stove. Maybe if I can find nowhere. These guys put this in. Okay, so I put the cow foot on, not the cow foot, sorry, I put the cow skin on first with the pumpkin, so it can pressure a little bit, not too soft, but you know, soft enough. And then the pumpkin now will get what's the word? The pumpkin will puree with the cow skin. Okay, so this I put this aside. I put this aside. Here I also have, for later, I have corn, I have okra, and I have my ground provision here, which is carrots. This is how we Jamaican call it, chocho. I don't know what it's called in another country, but we call it chocho. I have turnip, I have my yellow yam, and I have my potatoes, Irish potato as we call it. This is for later. Okay. I also have In this bowl, I have flour, and with my flour, I like to add a little bit of cornmeal. So I don't like too much of the white flour. And this is essential. This I have, this is my chicken noodles, my chicken noodle cock soup. It's called cock soup mix. So we call it chicken noodle. So we throw it in the pot for extra seasoning. Okay. Here I have, that's also gonna be in the pot. I have, normally this is green onion. Normally I would use a Jamaican scallion, which that's my thing to the T. But I went to 2 West Indian stores and they ran out, so I have to use this. But it's basically the same. It's green onion, but I like to use my Jamaican scallion. Also we have the Scotch bonnet pepper. In my soup I like to use the green one. It gives the pot more flavor. And thyme, Jamaican thyme. So these 3 ingredients are also going to put in the pot. I don't like to put garlic in my soup. I don't know, some people put garlic, but I don't, because garlic is very strong and I don't like to taste too much garlic. Maybe when I'm seasoning the pot I put like a little bit of garlic powder, but as from that, otherwise from that, no garlic. Okay, so I turn the stove on. The pot is on. The pressure cooker is on now, pressuring the cow skin. In the meantime, of course, always keep washing your hands. In the meantime. And guys, I wash as I go because I don't like to see my kitchen. I don't like to see clutter and I don't like to see dirty dishes all over my kitchen while I'm cooking. So I this pipe this. So I wash as I go. I wipe as I goes. Okay. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna need the flour right now. I also put salt. So cornmeal, flour, and a little bit of salt just to give it some flavor. Okay, so I catch like very cold water. I use cold water to make my dumpling. Normally, guys, I would use like gloves and make my flour, but you know what? Since the whole, you know what comes in, I don't want to call the word. It's like I trust anything. I rather use my hands because I know my hands are clean, my nails are short, and so I rather use my hand. Okay, so I'm kind of just incorporating the cornmeal, the flour, and the salt. Okay, pour in the water. Of course, everybody who come from Jamaica must know how to make dumpling, but I'm just, you know, kind of letting all my viewers who are not Jamaican see how we make dumpling. Of course, we make it in a dough. Knead it. And guys, I make my dumpling really small. I don't like big dumpling at all. I make for my dumpling them really small. Can't bother with the cartwheel them. Just pull up the pot and just make it look like a boat here run. Right now this is too much. This is too much. I think this is too much flour. But my son said he's coming over with his family, so at least they'll have food. Okay, so this is the process. You have to knead, and never mind if you throw too much water in it and it gets soft, all you have to do is just add more flour. Normally guys, I don't talk over my flour because I like talk over my food, but because I'm doing this cooking thing now, and I said this is my way. People might do their thing differently. And I forget to tell you guys, after about maybe 5 or 6 minutes, then I'll open back the pressure cooker, and then I'll put a little bit of the cock soup inside. So meanwhile the cow skin is pressuring, it gives it a little bit of flavor. So guys, make sure, I see people need dumpling, and when them need dumpling, them have an all ring, 10 ring on them finger. And not everybody need eat dumpling from. No. Fingernail for short. When you need flour, and your fingers must free from any jewelry. No rings, no nothing. So this now you can kneading. We call it back home in Jamaica, we call it knead. So you have to knead the flour, like knead it in, so it gives you this nice texture. This is what it looks like, guys. This is what it looks like. And dumpling nothing too soft. Not like when dumpling soft, it sick my stomach. So I'm gonna put this aside. Normally, if I'm doing fried dumpling, I wouldn't. Some people use a cornmeal. Okay, cornmeal. We use cornmeal if we're making festival, but it's just like soup. If we're making festival, we'll use cornmeal. But we're making like original fried dumpling, we just use a pure white flour. Actually, that's what I do. It's a pure white flour with the baking powder, and then I would just sit this in the fridge for a couple of seconds. Apparently, it makes the dumpling more spongy. So I'm not gonna put this in the fridge. I'm just gonna cover this up and put this aside. This aside. And then again, of course, clean up your surroundings. Always cook in a clean surrounding. Wash your hands. Cook and wipe, people. Cook and wipe. Your sink clean. Alright. So we have to allow the cow skin to pressure first. Then I'll incorporate the chicken foot. The chicken foot I put in with the cow skin maybe 5 minutes in the pressure cooker, so it kind of gets soft a little bit. Because as soon as the cow foot cooks and the chicken back and the chicken foot, it's just time to put in the ground provision. And this kind of soup is not really hard to make, or it not take long to make. So after that, then I just put the chicken foot in for about 5 minutes, So just soften up a little bit and then throw everything back into the pot before I put the ground provision in. So here we have it, guys. Look how nicely it looks. So rich. So the chicken foot. This is the cow skin. And the chicken back. Look at the color. See how nice it is? I like to now and then throw in some here I go again with the this is not a, guys, this is a telling you how I cook my soup. This is not an English class. So I'm gonna say, I'll be saying in a lot because I'm thinking what I'm gonna say. So I'm saying a lot in my video. It's not an English class. I'm a typical Jamaican, and so it's not perfect. So yes, so as I was saying, I like to put a cow skin in my soup. Either cow skin or cow foot. You know, I have 3 boys. I'm the only princess in here. It's all men. So, you know, you have to prepare them back for the future. So here it is, guys. Look how rich it is. See, I cut the Irish potatoes. I cut them really big so they don't mash out in the pot. The carrots. Look how nice it and rich is it. I mean, I tell you, it tastes so good. I mean, I mind cooking this big pot anyways because my household, you soon hear the buzzer ring. Nobody not care for corona or whatever. You soon see them come. So guys, I'm gonna share some out if we can reach the pot. All the meat, the cow skin and the cow foot, it's already pressured in the pot. So what I did, I threw all the meat in this bigger pot. So now I'm putting my dumpling. This is how we need our dumpling back home in Jamaica. So I'm putting all of the dumpling them now first. I always put in my dumpling first in the pot. So I'm putting in the dumpling first. And if you can see how rich the color is. The chicken back I'm gonna put in last because I don't want it to mash out. So now I'm gonna put in my corn, which I already prepare, wash, clean. So now I'm gonna put it in the pot. Now it's time for the ground provision. And guys, I have to switch to a bigger pot because it was too much. See how nice and rich the color is, guys? So now here I have, in this bowl, I prepared the carrots, the yellow yam, the chocho, the Irish, and the turnip. Don't mind the color of the yellow yam because when it goes in the pot, even though I peeled it before, but I have it in some water just to keep the color. But when it go in the pot, it will gradually get back the color. And also, guys, you can, if you peel too much yam and you have too much and you have some left over, all you have to do is just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. And when you take it out back, it's good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna dump everything in here. In here. Okay, and I think I'm gonna add some more water. With me, no matter how I say I'm cooking a small pot of soup, it turned out to one big pot of soup. But guess what? You can't freeze it, so no problem. Okay? Right away. So I see the cow skin, guys, and the cow foot. So, what I'm going to do, I fill my pot right away. No, first of all, the cock soup, I'm going to dump it in here. I put some in it before, so I wanted to the meat to absorb the flavor of the cock soup. So here I go. And because it's a big pot of soup, I'm gonna add just a little toops more. But for some reason, them cock soup I pack no big like Jamaica pack. Okay. Here we go. Then I'm gonna drop my Scotch bonnet pepper. You put it in whole, cut it and put it in, because if you cut and put it in, it's gonna be too hot. So I put in that. I put in my thyme. And what we do back home, we beat our scallion, beat it. And just like that and drop it. Guys, I didn't put the okra in as yet. I like to put my okra in last on top. I'm going to put the chicken back in soon. So this is pimento seed. Pimento seed is a spice that we use in Jamaica that really gives good flavor to your soup. You can even put it in sorrel. We put it in anything. Anything we're cooking, we put it in it. So I put that there. The okra, I'll put in last. I'll put it on top because I don't like my okra to mash up all over the pot. And then the chicken back, I'll add the chicken back last. Okay, so I just put a little bit of Maggi seasoning. A little bit of Maggi seasoning. Soup, when you're cooking soup, and I put a little bit of butter. When you're cooking soup, to me, the chicken noodle have enough flavor in it, and it's very salty. I don't put salt again in it, so we just leave this right now to and I like to put a little bit of I put a little tip of garlic powder and just a little black pepper. Okay. Yeah, and then you just leave this again. Leave it, make the food cook. Let it make the food cook. Actually, before the food cook, fully cook, I'm gonna put the chicken back on top. Ready? So we just leave this now and let this just simmer. So there you have it, guys. This is how I make my chicken foot, cow skin, chicken back Saturday soup. Nice and rich in color. So yes, guys, this is the way how I cook my soup, my Saturday soup, my Saturday din din. This is the way how I cook it. My chicken back, cow skin, chicken foot, and ground provision. And I know it tastes good. So this is how Chef Michelle does her thing in the kitchen. Probably you guys do your thing differently, and surely it tastes good as the same. But this is how I was taught by my mother, and this is how I do it. And as I said again, you're going to hear a lot of in my video. I'm not teaching an English class. As I tell you before, this is raw born Jamaican, and this is how I speak. I'm not planning my speech ahead, so you're going to hear a lot of in my video. Never mind that. Just focus on the cooking and the teaching and how I do my things. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please go over and like, share my video, and subscribe.